Kim Jong Un has turned 40 recently.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't realise that he's never actually released his birthday.
Right.
All his grandfather and his father, they made big deals with their birthday. There were national holidays, everyone had to party, dance now kind of thing.
Everybody dance now.
Oh, man, if you want some comedy, actually, look up Rodman singing Happy Birthday to Kim in 2014.
That just sounds like it'd be awkward as hell, man.
It's in a basketball stadium in front of 14,000 people.
Oh, man. What's he doing? But he went there. And then I think he came off the plane and the FBI, CIA kind of grabbed him and was like, hey, we need to kind of debrief you. Or we need to know certain things.
I've heard he's the highest profile American that's visited North Korea.
It doesn't surprise me.
Neither.
That he would be the one to also make that trip. And the fact that nobody does it would only make it more appealing to him.
He's such a trailblazer, isn't he?
Yeah, well, yes. I mean, I've seen him in a few things other than his maybe the documentaries he's popped up in, like the Jordan one, not the Jordan one, but the Bulls one.
Yeah.
About the
Last Dance.
Yeah, the Last Dance. That was huge. But it was more so like watching him with Donald Trump on The Apprentice that sort of exposed me to Rodman. And of course, you totally are buying into all of the TV game show side of The Apprentice thing, which is them telling you, geez, I knew Dennis Rodman was a bit of a wildcat, but I never knew he was like this kind of thing. And you kind of have this view of him that he's a bit, off the wall. No birthday.
He's gone on record. He's gone on record saying that Kim's his best friend.
Wow.
I find that hard to believe, but he's also someone who, I don't know, maybe it's true. Kim would know how to party, right? If you went to it's his playground, his country is his playground.
Yeah.
So you turn up there, and if he's
he's only going to show you the best bits as well, and then you leave, and they say, "How was it?" And you go, "Well, it was great.
It was amazing." Yeah.
It says here, born 8th of January, 1982, 1983, or 1984. Not sure.
But they speculate it's 8 Jan, I believe.
Do they really speculate? Because they're they're speculating on the years here, but they're not specking on the
Who's not specking? I heard.
How interesting is this? That on the Wikipedia for Kim Jong Un, it says all of Kim Jong Il's children are said to have lived in Switzerland. Are said to have. We don't know. We actually don't know.
Well, they're a secretive state.
Yeah. How do they do that?
Yeah, and they all get educated elsewhere. Isn't that the weird thing? You get educated elsewhere.
That is very strange.
I get in North Korea the control that he has over the population because of the control of information. So I can see how you can be hoodwinked like that. Totally. I mean, we get it to some extent here.
Totally, on a different level.
Totally,
yes,
different level.
100%.
But, maybe it's not as we're being influenced, but in North Korea, you don't have the option because a lot of the information is almost impossible to get. And if you
you have to start the day by doing a pledge to the leader of the country, if that's how you have to start your day, and if you don't, someone will come and knock on your door. That's pretty wild.
Yeah. So apparently the reason that he doesn't make a big deal about it, or this is the speculation, I said I've got some sort of conspiracy type stuff.
Sure.
Because I hear that the 8th of Jan's not confirmed. Even this year, when it came out, they said, we think it's 8 Jan, but they're not sure.
Happy birthday, probably.
And he even just posted a photo on his socials about him in some chicken coop with one of his daughters. And they were like, we think it's his birthday day, but we're not sure. And it's Donald Trump sent him a happy birthday one year, and I think it was the 8th of Jan, and that's why.
That's hilarious.
That's why people think
That's why we think it is, because Donald Trump wrote it 11 o'clock at night. He's got a cheeseburger. He's in bed. He's barely thinking. He's like, Twitter, I'll open it up. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I want to join. On a side note, I'm thinking about joining Truth Social. I assume you just have to put in a bullshit email, because apparently Trump posted this video someone made that's called Trump Made God or something like that. And
he reposted it.
He retweeted it. And it's generating quite a lot of hysteria.
It's got to be on YouTube if it popped off.
Well, I tried to find it, and I think it was called Trump is God or something like that. And it's made by I believe the evangelical Christians. who have really got behind him. They were sort of behind him before, but apparently they're like right on board to the point that some people are getting very offended that they're putting Trump up there on the pedestal with Jesus. I can see why you could be offended, why some people might be offended by that.
Well, they both are, but tell me where it's different. They're both men. They're both good-looking men.
They're performing miracles, arguably.
Performing miracles, yes.
To the economy.
Turning water into wine, both did that, 100%. Walked on water.
Starting Christianity.
Yep. They both sort of started Christianity in their own
Trumpism.
way. And, they're both really, like, selfless, obviously. They both died on a cross.
Oh. And there's the second coming or the second term.
Yeah, and you have another one.
Yeah, anyway, I want to find that video. That's a bit of homework. If you can find that. Otherwise, I'm signing up. Because I was thinking also coming into the election, I kind of want to see what, hopefully they can just send
You're going to cop it. Like, you're still going to cop it here in Australia. All the rallies. Yeah. No,
I want to get some of his
get some sound bites.
Get some sound bites, yeah. Anyway.
Because you've missed him.
I have. He's been quiet. He's with all these trumped up charges.
He's actually not quiet. No, he's running around doing campaigns. It's pretty
He's doing what he can, but I mean,
it's pretty wild,
they're keeping
man.
him busy.
He's still got the same talking points from like 5 years ago.
Yeah, he can just run it, re-roll that shit.
Re-roll. Yeah, it worked last time. Well, it didn't, but worked the time before that.
So apparently, the reason why they think that he doesn't make a big deal about his birthday is that he doesn't want to make too bigger he doesn't want to highlight his birth, because when you focus on someone's birth, you might start looking into his parents. And
we know who his parents are.
No, we do. We do, but in North Korea they don't. They just call her the Great Mother. Okay. They refer to her as the Great Mother. Her name has not been revealed publicly in North Korea. She's Japanese. And apparently some people say, these are people that reportedly specialize in North Korea affairs. They say that his Achilles heel is the truth of his birth, in that there's a bit of distrust between North Korea and Japan because they colonized them between 1910 and 1945. And this link to a Japanese mother, it's on Wikipedia, like he's got a Japanese mother, undermines his bloodline claims. And so they reckon it's swept under the carpet. And
bloody hell.
They don't want to make a big deal of his birthday to not bring unwanted attention on his birth. That's
bloody
pretty cool.
Hell.
But I don't know if they actually care about Japan, Like the public might just be like, oh, yeah, Japanese mother, cool. Like I wish I had my mother Japanese.
Meanwhile, Kim's like hiding under his desk going, have they come for me yet? Like, no one gives a shit. Okay. Good.
Check out this pic I found.
Where are you going to put it?
Oh, hold on. How do I do this?
Drop it into pictures. And just click on pictures first.
I can't do it. Hold on. I'll just send. I'll send it to you later, and you can put it up. It's his daughter, Kim Jong-un. She's 11. Apparently, it's his second oldest child, but she's making lots of public appearances with him recently, and she is believed to be the next in line to lead the most secretive state. Yeah.
Wow.
And obviously, they've never been led by a woman. She would be a fucking badass.
Yep.
I mean, you got to be
but who's next in line, like, now?
Well, it's uncertain. He hasn't announced anyone. There's no clear second in line, because you don't want a second in line, because then you're in danger.
Right, you don't want to name one.
You don't want to name one because, then they start...
They might try and hijack the dynasty.
Yeah, they try and hijack. You kind of... I think
this is Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah, this is...
Like, Littlefinger takes fucking the whole thing. And you're like, Jesus, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, though. I'm just thinking if I can find this image. Anyway. And then if we just take it a little bit south